Alright, so this lesson is on dictionaries, which they're basically two linked lists. So to define a dictionary, I'm just going to say dictionary 1 equals, and then you're going to use these curly brackets here, and then you're going to press enter. And then now you can make they're called key value pairs because the dictionary, it's like a list of keys, and then each of those keys corresponds to a value. So I'm actually just going to call this dictionary prices, and then I'll say apple colon, and I'll say some 1.5, and then I need to type a comma here. Banana, I'll say it's 2.5, and then orange, I'll say it's just 3. And at the last, these are called key value pairs. You need to separate them by commas, but the last one doesn't really need it, kind of like a list does. So now we can access keys of this dictionary, then they could return a value. So I could there's two ways to do this. There's kind of a difference in between them. So you can use prices, that's dictionary name. You could use the square brackets, and then I could type apple, and I'll just print this. So you could use square brackets and pass in the key in the square brackets, or you can use prices. You could use .get, and then you just pass in apple to the parentheses as an argument, and then these will both give me 1.5 because they both go back to this prices dictionary, and then they see apple corresponds to 1.5, and they just print that. But the difference is that this get, it'll return none if the key is on the dictionary, but if I change this to apple just without an E, then see, I'll get an error because it doesn't return anything if it just doesn't exist. So another thing you can do is there's some like methods you could use this. You could also use the len function. So I'll do len prices, and this will just give me the amount of key value pairs in the dictionary, which is 3. So you can also remove like things from dictionaries. So I can do del and then prices, and then I'll just use these square brackets and then apple. So I'll just get rid of apple. And I could also do prices.pop, and then I'll get rid of banana from this one. And then now I'll just print the dictionary. You could print dictionaries too. So see, now the dictionary is just orange 3 because .pop and del both deleted apple and banana. And in dictionaries you could also like change the values in them. So I'll say you do prices and then the key name, so I'll do orange here. Let's say the price of oranges went down to $2, and then I'll do prices. I'll print prices.get orange, and then 2. So this is just it's kind of a general description of dictionaries. They're pretty useful because they can kind of translate data that normally you couldn't really translate. Like, it's hard to really translate an apple to a price unless you really have a dictionary in Python, but dictionaries also get really useful once we get to loops, which is the next lesson actually, it's pretty hefty.